Welcome to the alternative angle, where we look at things another way. And today's topic of conversation is once again Helluva Boss, because everybody saw that episode that she dropped and it invalidates the video I just made about it, and everybody is asking me to do a new video on TikTok. And why would Vivzie do this to me? Why would Vivzie do this to me? I have a content schedule, and now it is all in disarray. And I do not feel like explaining all of the backstory again. And because I actually have to do all of the editing associated with this video and all of the editing associated with all the other videos that were actually in my content schedule, I am not backing up. I do not have time. Pause this video, go watch that video, come back to this video, join me. I am off schedule and I do not have the energy. So, a neglectful father. Stolas is absolutely oblivious to the things going on in his home. That is not in doubt. With that said, based on the introduction to the fabulous Paimon, I would say that it's really obvious he kind of doesn't know how else to be.
I'm so good at daddying.
All of the things that are supposed to be positives in Stolas' life, things that were pointed out to him by his father on his birthday, purely by the juxtaposition of his excitement to be part of this life and to have these responsibilities as a child, and his obvious feelings of disillusionment with being part of them that he feels as an adult, is a large worrying gap about what his relationship with his father must have been like. He was very excited to learn what he would be doing with the rest of his life. I'm sure he thought this was an opportunity to make his father proud, and we can all see, based on him not even knowing Stolas' name when he entered,
There is my little, which son is this one?
that this is an impossible goal. A typical, but nonetheless sympathetic rich boy story. Because of how heavily the setup of this story relies on tropes, we can easily guess the trajectory of the tale based on its outcome. Stolas tried over the years to impress his wildly impressive dad, and dad couldn't bring himself to care. All of the things he learned in order to impress said dad, like all of the cute, adorable word vomit he spouted at Blitzy in order to be impressive,
This is my book on the difference between frogs and toads. There's a lot of differences.
he would then write off with all of the study of the precious grimoire that he was tasked with looking after. Everything he does is in an attempt not to mess with the image of his family, and he has been under the weight of that since single digits. My boy is having a teenage rebellion, except that he has an entire child and is kind of going gray. And honestly, I am here for it. And speaking of breaking free,
The fuck are you doing?
ma'am, I am embarrassed that I defended you. It turns out this creature is a psychopath who delights in emotional and possibly physical abuse.
Oh, that's an ugly noise, son. Here, how about you cease this bitch crying?
The just hint of domestic violence here just set my blood to boiling. We see evidence of her abuse whenever she talks about Stolas. She is wifing terribly. Like, you do not talk about your husband's penis, especially if the news is less than flattering. And honestly, she's deeply telling on herself that her husband can't bring himself to have sex with her. Men are very clear and obvious when they want something, honey, and so is Stolas. Look at this.
I want you to me with your in there. Get it all the way through me.
Oh, Blitz. The issue is not ability, the issue is desire. Stolas' divorce from Stella was epic and well-deserved. This sort of move is the big sort of triumphant gesture that someone does when they feel like they are taking control of something that is very deeply out of their control and they feel good about it. We even see the evil one using Stolas' big moment to further emotionally abuse him because Stolas looks like the bad guy. Remember this moment in my other video? The public nature of Stolas' status as a royal makes his infidelity to his wife a humongous stain on her image. No one is accounting for that. Stolas is dragging her down, bro. She has reason to be mad. He absolutely did embarrass and disrespect her in a deeply public fashion. The secret plot twist here is that she started it. Now, No one deserves to be treated the way Stolas is treating her. That is the point of my other argument, and y'all cannot make me disagree with myself. But similarly, no one deserves to be treated the way she was treating Stolas. And when you abuse people, the way they respond to that abuse is not in and of itself abuse. It is, at worst, a damaged self-protection mechanism. The desire to protect oneself from harm is, in my opinion, a healthy one. And so our boy remains as close to a blameless angel as possible, in my opinion. I do not know how to transition to this, so I'm just gonna Blitz.
Yes! Yeah!
My brother in Christ, where are your memories? Did someone hit you over the head and knock loose your memories when you decided that the O at the end of your name was silent? Because what is this?
And how much it means that the one who wants me is my first ever friend.
Either you can't remember what you went through with him, which doesn't seem extremely plausible because you came directly here to rob him, or you have some serious explaining to do. Wow! I made that whole other video saying that I was not gonna tackle Blitz's problems, but you're making it really hard not to speak on, Blitz.
Stop fucking talking, all of you!
It turns out that my brother Stolas has been in love with Blitz since before the O was silent and considers him his first friend and has a small trove of treasured memories, probably like his only happy ones, purely with Blitz.
Leave him to me. I will handle him accordingly.
There was so much backstory about Blitz in this episode, my head nearly exploded. I am not here to talk about Blitz. Still, the level of complexity that this adds to the mess that is their relationship with one another is absolutely wild. Stolas is deeply and wildly in love with this man and has been since he was a child. Vivian, why would you do this to me? Me personally, because that's clearly what it's about. What do you mean my YouTube channel is too small to attract her notice? I now feel like the problems in their relationship stem from the fact that Stolas is absolutely a prejudiced rich person doing his best, and Blitz is secretly a honeypot who wasn't intending to get caught robbing Stolas blind a second time. Stolas has no way to properly support Blitz in the way that Blitz needs because Blitz holds everyone physically really close and emotionally really far away. My brother is a hoe in the most honest sense. He tries his best not to catch feelings when he is on the job. Our poor bird brain was simply too stupid to realize he's been fooled and was actively in the process of being fooled again.
All right, fine. I can do this real fast.
I want them to work, do you hear me? I want them to work! Both of them have their separate traumas, and the only way for this relationship to work at this point is if they both come clean and really start communicating with each other about their various emotional hangups so that they can move forward together as a couple. According to John and Julie Gottman in their book, The 7 Principles, this is called solving solvable problems, and it is the only thing that will allow our couple to progress to the next stage in their relationship where they begin to enter into a stable period where they are building shared meaning together. I want them to build that shared meaning somewhat desperately, but they can't do that until they start communicating. So, what did you think about this admittedly quick vid? This was a quick vid. Was this angle complimentary or obtuse? Supplement me with your response in the comments. And if you find yourself seeing things from my angle, don't forget to like and share with your friends. Don't forget to high-five that subscribe button and click the notifications bell to make sure you know when we upload new content. So far, I'm a one-woman show, and everything associated with this channel I either directly pay for or do by myself. And I don't have payments to give people. So, if you like this show, consider donating to my Patreon, link in the description. If you want to chat with me or send me ideas, doable, wanted, lovely, you can email The Alternative Angle or follow my problematic Twitter. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, stay sharp.